All right, we are back, everybody. Everybody's having a great day. This February 4th. Fantastic, eh? A Wednesday. Halfway through the week. That is fantastic. I'm going to first. I put in a what do you call it? Post or a poll. People can vote what I should do on the live stream today. Feel free to put in your vote. Right now, I'm just going to do like some to-do list items. Did not sign the World of Warcraft yesterday. I didn't even live stream yesterday. So. I gotta turn headset volume a bit. So we're back. A little late. I was gonna jump into doing a wake today, but I figured I would hold off on until I started the live stream earlier. So not really just jumping into content at the moment. So just do a World of Warcraft live stream today. And then maybe do a Dune Awake live stream.
At last,
yeah,
we are home.
But, I want to see what the content looks like, what they did differently in that particular game. I know that. What is it? Farming Simulator has also got a patch update. Well, I'll probably look at that when I do about farms. So yeah, we also I'm also aware that I think here Where Winds Meet also has
that Psy cartel has lost control of the dogs.
Has an update
I
as
need
well.
someone competent to sort it out for them.
Getting whammed with all sorts of new content everywhere. So go figure. But yeah, so tough to try out. But I'm not really in the trust today. I jump here. I've already done Farming Simulator live stream last time, so figured that into World of Warcraft live stream. But one thing that I will say, I'm noticing a considerable difference in how World of Warcraft plays. I am significantly impressed, which is fantastic. Oops. So I think it's doing quite well overall. Some of the changes that I've done, so with regards to the game settings and everything like that. Yeah. Now, where winds meet, I will need to do more work on particular game for optimization. So I did a bit of work on it. Is a bit better. But I've got more to do, I think, with that particular game. We will see. Another thing on my to-do list, I do need to find out if the ADA multi-stream add-on for plugins, what the situation will be with that with regards to the support. So they're going to a studio software for studio setup. Is what they're doing with ADA. So I briefly looked at it. Not overly, how do you say, invested to look in it. I haven't gone into it and decided to install it. I've watched just a few videos. I probably want to do a little bit more research. We watched some older videos that I've already watched on it, just to see if it's something that I want to do. So I'm not a big fan of, I guess, overhaul packages of OBS. I've gone through all sorts of different studios, stuff like that, used different studios, and I don't know. Just it's not really for me. I don't need all the cluster. A lot of those studio programs, like you got your Stream Elements version, you got your I can't remember what the other one is. There's a couple of them out there, basically they're there to get you started right away, so you don't have to do a lot of thinking or, sort of, how do you say it? It's meant for beginners. There we go. Let's just put it that way. A lot of, and it's not just coming out of me. I know that other people that usually review these programs even label all of that as beginners, which is great. Just, depending on what you want to do, right? If you're beginning, it's probably a good start to start off with some of those types of suites, because it has everything in front of you and a little bit more. For me, it's the little bit more. It's got more stuff in there than what I really need for me, right? So, but for someone that, how do I put it? Isn't sure what they want to do with live streaming. They don't know what is all available. I think it's probably a rounded out pretty good package overall, right? Because they've got basically overlays in there. They've got, alerts, and got a much simpler interface. They have a how-to walkthrough on how you can go ahead and set things up and all of that jazz. So for someone just beginning, probably works out. That way you get a feel of what works for you and what you want to do with your live stream. and go from there. Or maybe you just don't have the
We
time
are the Titan's
to put in the
bedrock
time
and foundation.
to, learn about, bit rate, different quality outputs, like 1440p, 4K, all of that, right? Let alone, trying to do multi-stream, stuff of that, which they do include. Some of the games do multi-stream packages, so, which is pretty cool. But for me, I don't need all the extra clutter, right? And then I have certain that I want to do things play on my system. So hopefully Adam will keep the plugin as is, I guess, and continue to support. But they might move into having to tweak. That's the direction they want to go with. So we'll have to see. Bigger content creators than myself that have been in the game for years are definitely want plugins to be separate or provided separate. Probably pretty much for the same reasons as I outlined. Right? They know what they want to do, and they don't want to be constrained or have a bunch of extras that they don't really want. So yeah, so have to figure that out. I might just decide to try the Studio Suite out. Who knows? I have been known to do that in the past. I've used Prism Studios, I've used Meld Studios, I've used different variations of clones of OBS. And I always seem to come back to OBS, right? There's either something in it that doesn't either work for my setup, or there's something missing, that sort of thing. So, or there's something about the interface I don't like. Or even in some cases, performance problems. I've tried. Yeah, this new guy here, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's been there the whole time. Don't. Thanks.
My thanks for your patronage.
All right, let's see how crappy I did this week. Oh, yeah, I didn't do as much this week, I'll be honest with you. I didn't do enough dungeons for one. I didn't do any mythic dungeons, so I'll point that out. I was a little lazy to tell. So sucks to be me, for sure. I didn't do any mythic key runs. I didn't do any mythic dungeons. But I did do delves. That's where I win it, right? So if you guys have watched my live streams, I have delves. So I don't know what I need though. I guess probably any of this stuff could probably potentially upgrade. Like this one item here is a 134 item level, but it's 1 out of 8, right? Take the current one that I have, which is 8 out of 8. What else we got here? This is shoulders. Same situation, so that's kind of an upgrade. This last one's not. What do we got here? We got a neck piece. That's a low level neck. Probably could have gotten higher. So anything 118 I don't. So that takes out the entire top row. The ring I am kind of interested in. It definitely beats the 2 rings that I have. Probably have to go to the auction and buy a prismatic stock kit for it. I didn't even do it for the other 2 rings, so I guess I'm gonna go and get one of those. So I guess the Unearth and Relic Band will be replaced because it's item level 124. So both of these were probably originally the same item level at level 1. Yeah, because they're both champion. Is it champion here? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get this ring. So, and not an entire loss for my week, I guess. I do get an upgrade. And I get my my keystone. So Akara, City of Echoes. So that's kind of neat. You have to go to the Great Vault to get it. Where did my ring go? When I have a mount here. Is that a parrot? Look around. We got... What else do we got? Where did the ring go? There it is. Just swap out. The 124. Yeah. There we go. What are we doing? So I have one prismatic socket that I fill. So I will do my auction. Yes, I got the Brutosaur. Go sue me. Oh my god! You paid for that mount? Yes, I did. I think I've had it for 2 years. This is my second. I bought it when it first. I think this guy likes intellect. Oh. The rest. Okay. That's perfect. Ooh. Oops. That ruby. Love shopping. Go figure. 62,000. Oh, have a lot of like. No, I think I'm gonna go with a mastery gem. Probably not the best. Wow. That's just I think it's all well, they got other stuff. Oh, actually, I do have two. All right, fantastic. Now, have a minute. Right. The front up. Now what? Seven. Light. Strike that. Lightning. Okay. Open the device. Oh my god, I'm so such. Alright. So we have static guard. The charge bolt. Your spells and abilities have a chance to turn you into a lightning rod, striking a random enemy target within 40 yards. That amount of damage. And they've got cauterizing bolt. Your spells and abilities have a chance to turn you into a lightning rod. Strikes that heal the lowest health friendly target within 40 yards. They have critical change. Your spells and abilities have a chance to trigger critical overload, increasing critical strike by 22 every second. You got static charge. Your spells and abilities have a static charge increasing versatility. 108. I did not know this was... Okay, electric current. You gain electric current increasing by 6 every second up to of 7 seconds. Like that. Charge touch. Your heals have a chance to spark jumping health target at 40 yards. Got your charge crystal. Your spells and attacks have a chance to charge bolt. At your target. I think I want to go with the mastery. How do I select the type to play effect? So how do I get the gem in? The weak system. There's supposed to be a gem. Shift right click. There we go. That was just crazy. Put that in. And then we'll go. Verbal information securing. Great. Oh, see. That's sitting there for a while. I was like, oh, this guy. I can go ahead and mailbox, option, all that good stuff.
Begin speaking.
I got done.
Stay productive.
Something
Praise
on
the
bad
machine.
time.
Do you have a query? Faith. Order.
Be strong, my friend.
Robot. Robot.
Do you also hear Beladar's song? Our deeds give it strength.
Ball. 900 traders.
Come see my wares.
Oh yeah, this is the whole Anubis set. Short. I want this thing. get it. I'm short on coins, though, unfortunately. I got this thing. This freaking. Have stored. That. I think I want this step. Focus. I'd like to get them out too. Sure if I'll have trouble. Focus. Just on that. Now, I don't. Looks impressive, but not compared to this setup. Here's another. Silver Moon Sweeper. Because Lunar New Year is happening. Some nice Lunar New Year stuff. When is Lunar New Year? Tuesday, February 17th, so it's a little later, I guess. Let's see, zodiac animal is the horse. Festival duration. So they usually have the festivals in China between February 15th and 23rd. So that's kind of interesting to know, though. I know a lot of people, at least I don't know, Western culture, they say, oh, well, you're born in this month here, right? And then they say, well, you're this animal. However, it's probably a good idea to research the actual day of Lunar New Year start, because you have to realize that generally the traditional the Western New Year is based on the solar cycle, but Lunar New Year is based on the lunar cycle, and it's the new moon of the year, basically. So that fluctuates, I think. Yeah. So sometimes it'll be like in January, or sometimes it'll be in mid-February or late February. Something to be aware of if you care about that kind of thing. One of my friends is Chinese, so when I first met him, I said, oh, well, I'm year of the blank, right? Like, oh, are you sure about that? And then he educated, says, no, you're not, because the fact that the new year hadn't started, so you're actually part of the previous year. Like, oh, okay. So it's like you're actually the year of the dog. Okay. Gosh, thanks. Not know that. As it's a common misconception with West. Oh, now I'm educated and know better. Okay, I guess I should probably see if we have anything to fold. So we've got delves on the list. That works for me. 2 delves. That'll work for me. So congratulations. Whoever voted wow down. Okay, I want to do Cal. So we have one here. So 5 hollow. Oh. Where else? What is that? Where else? That was it? Probably. Never mind. But Fresh doesn't have any. Figure. Alright, well, we're gonna go to the Aegis again.
What is your command?
I'm gonna actually fly here, like Delve Color. I might go with that question. So yeah, tomorrow I will make it a mission to get into Dune Awakening. Tomorrow's to try out the chapter 3 content that was released yesterday. Tomorrow, like I said, I decided to start live streaming a little later than normal, so I was like really on trying new content. So I'll just jump into a World of Warcraft live stream and do that, because there's plenty to do in World of Warcraft. And then I do need to do a Where Winds Meet live stream as well, because there's new content there. There's some new content added to Farming Simulator. So I think I got hit with everything this week, to tell you the truth. Everything that I usually play has gotten some sort of new content or a new update or whatever you want to call it. Oh. So, should be fantastic. And then, of course, once March comes, Midnight will launch, of course. I will probably, I think I have early access to it because I pre-ordered. So I'll probably be getting into it earlier than other people. So that should be interesting. Those launches are pretty interesting because usually they'll schedule it, and there's always the chance that they might launch a little late. So, some expansions have gone on without a hitch, no issues at all. But I have had some expansions launch, and I'm waiting an additional 1 to 2 hours, I guess, over the time. So, but it's pretty cool. I usually start the stream and then I bring up the I usually hit the refresh button on the server pages and stuff like that. Just kind of chill and talk or whatnot. That's pretty much what every other live streamer does as well. Just say, well, we're waiting to get into those servers. The other thing too that's kind of crazy too is that sometimes they get so many people logging in they don't have enough room. I've had expansion
Shadows continue
launches
to gather
like
where
that
we least
too.
expect them. Take to the skies and strike them down.
Right, we're gonna cash in the quest over here. So, but
We
it's
are
not
the
always like
warriors
that
of the
every
sacred flame.
expansion.
We will triumph. Obey the testament of Merildar. The
That
Empire
cashed
lives
in.
forever.
That frees up my taskbar, or sorry, my quest list. So I think we gotta go straight. And here.
Nerubians are still tunneling under the wall. The people of Hallowfall aren't safe until those
Poke in
burrows
here. This will be a
are
bountiful.
collapsed.
Skittering. Enter.
We are the holders of hope. Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
What we've got set up. He set the damage dealer. Have any other? Do I have any upgrades that I didn't apply from last time? Don't think so. Nope. All good to go. Alright, let's rock and roll.
They'll maybe using that one.
Still a lot of damage, so that's good. Yes.
Here's your take of the spoils.
Let's take up the little man here.
Time to go all out.
For the most part, I would say I do like Devourer in here. Simply because I don't really need to be up close. I mean, obviously the mob comes up to me, but you can always walk away, right? And that's what I have been doing. And that works great. Previously, I was doing a Death Knight. So my strategy was I like to play Unholy Death Knight. Now I think most people usually like to go in with the tank back and, you know, do it that way. I don't think I've ever brought a tank back in. I think I might have lightly maybe switched to Blood Death Knight like once or twice.
Inquiring minds just got
Just to see what it would be like, and I think it was on Vexstar because I was having some difficulties trying to figure out the fight, I guess. But anyways, generally my strategy with that is somewhat similar to what I do with my Demon Hunter, but not entirely. So with it, I need to heal, so I have to go in and I have to at least hit it a couple of times, right? Which makes me a bit vulnerable depending on the situation, right? Have to get in there and get a heal off to get my DK back up. So I do that, and then I have most of the time I'm out in the distance and I'm just spamming my basically my plague spells and stuff like that. And then if I do need to get up close, then I try to overwhelm whoever I'm taking on. So that means that I usually bring out all my minions, right? My undead army. So I usually do that a lot. But we're doing, this is all that. Okay, that's fixed. There we go. Fantastic. What do I get? A bag.
That's more like it.
So with Vexar, or whatever his name was, sometimes that was a bit challenging, especially when you need to heal, because he has a couple of AoEs that kind of encircle him. But I seem to have managed on a few attempts, so just doing that. Hello, Eric. Welcome in. Welcome to World of Warcraft.
Got to dodge.
So as I was saying, that would be my strategy with the Death Knight. For the most part when I'm doing delves. So, but I could always spam spells from a distance like what I do on this character. But with this character I don't have to get up close, and I'm not dependent on getting up close with my DK to heal, because it's all the orbs, right? Or Bran, I suppose, who's my little buddy in here. There you go. And then I think I've done it a bit on a druid, balanced druid. And well, that's completely range anyways. You're just running around spamming spells anyway, so yeah. I have not tried any other classes, so hopefully that kind of gives you guys an idea of what I've done, I guess, in the past. One thing I do want to try out, I guess I got everything, is my hunter. I brought him over from Legion. By now, I think he's probably my strongest character at the moment. Unless this character has now surpassed, but I don't think so. Because when I came out of Legion, I did get, I think, a decent amount of gear. So, I don't know.
You won't hit us with that one.
And then, anyone that is, I don't know, wanting to become a little bit more involved with Blizzard, I read today, I have to do more reading on it because I don't know everything about it, but I've seen similar programs in other games, but I noticed that they're introducing the Ambassador program. So if you want to become more involved, you can do so. Especially if you want to connect with other players, the community, that sort of thing. The role sounds like that it's set up for if you want to be able to educate other players on how to play the game, and you know, be part of the community and build a community. That's sort of what it seems like. It seems to be new. I know Holly Hunter had announced it. What was it? I think this week. So that might be a good idea. If you're a content creator, well, that probably would synergize quite well. Or you're looking to become a content creator, that might help your channel.
Yes, you're taking the spoils.
For World of Warcraft, that is. You could become an ambassador, especially if you know the game quite well, right? Or you want to just help out, build a community. I don't think it's restricted on the notion of, you know, being an expert at the game. I think what they're trying to do is take World of Warcraft into a completely different direction. It is an MMO, but I think how the leadership, like Holly has indicated and Ian has indicated, they feel that the original root of the game is lacking, which means that they feel that people are not as social. So, and this is their solution to try to build a social ecosystem. Does it really affect the game too much? I don't know, but I understand where they're coming from on that. So I think it will probably be a good move for them to build that. I mean, myself, I'm a solo player. I play quite a bit solo in there. I mean, I go into different raids and stuff like that, right? But everybody knows that that's just a random group up and you're pugging. So, but, you know, if you got the community skills or you want to do that, maybe look into that. Myself, I think it's a great idea. I think getting back to the roots, I think it's good for the game because I think there's a lot of players that really want to get back to those roots, I think. So for me, I think I did do a lot at one point of group playing, I think. Yeah. I had work friends that I would actually play with. This is like, I don't know, like 20 years ago, I should say. And we would run dungeons. We had like raid runs, stuff like that. I think I was rocking the healing druid at the time. And my friend at the time, he played a bear druid, so we would always kind of team up. We're like a druid duo, which I'm pretty sure everybody has seen duos, right? Druid duos. You get like either the healer and one of them is a bear tank. Well, that's kind of what we were. That was good fun. And we both covered basically, you know, both main classes, right? Because at the time you needed a tank and a healer. So my friend and I had discussion. I was more or less into DPS, and I said, I don't know if I want to be a healer. And I said, I think you'll do just fine. It's not really that involved, right? I mean, there is more involved. It's like a step up from DPS. That, I don't know, he used the right words and convinced me into getting into it, so I did it. It worked out quite well. For me, I just wasn't interested in leading everybody everywhere, which is more, I think, what the tank is supposed to do. And he said to me, he says, I think you just don't want to lead the thing. Is that it? And I was like, yep. I don't want to lead I just want to go in there, and I just want to, you know, do my thing, right? Like DPS at the time, right? Well, you can still do that as a healer. You may have to do a little bit more, of course, but I said, well, then I guess I'll give it a shot. So, I think the first run was really bad that I did as a healer. Like, it was just awful, right? I think what I ended up doing was I just ended up healing him and not healing, like, the DPS. And he's like, well, you kept me alive. Good job, but you need to keep the other people alive too. And then he introduced Healbot to me, and then it kind of went from there pretty much. So. And then he just says, you just follow along and keep everybody alive. And then I went ahead and I did that. And fair enough. Everything went fine. So I started off with like doing dungeons, and then eventually I ended up doing raids. So that was pretty cool. And then I said, dude, I'm getting into dungeons a lot quicker. And I says, yes, that's because you're a healer and I'm a tank and we cover the master roles. Like, oh, okay. So obviously you can tell, huge noob at the time. Oh, it was so bad too. Like, I think I had like gray gear on. That's how cringy I was. Being noob. Like, I thought, oh look, it has like a, I don't know. I think my sword. My sword was, I think, gray. Maybe a couple of my gear items were too gray. And I just remember some of it being gray. And obviously there's no stats on it other than, you know, maybe armor for armor, right? Armor for clothing, basically. And then your sword or your whatever you're holding in your hand, right, would have just the attack stat, right, which is just for hitting, yeah, so that didn't quite work. I think I probably had like 1 or 2 green gear items on, and I don't know, it was just a huge mess. And I don't think at the time we could look at each other's gear. So he had to ask, well, what the heck are you? Why's your... I think there was like DPS counters and healing counters. Anyways, it is like, why are you so low on this and this, right? And I'm explaining. He says, well, what do you got for gear? So it's like, oh, you gotta switch it up. You don't keep the gray gear. You gotta get the green gear in there, the blue gear, and of course the purple gear. Epic, right? So, anyways, interesting. I laugh at it now, right? I was like, gosh, I can't believe I was that bad back then. So, and it took me a while to get up, like, in rank. Like, they had, like, I was in a guild at the time, and, there was, like, the main group, and then there was, like, secondary group or fill-in. And I sort of filled in as the second group, essentially. And how they determined what was best was basically, I think, to a degree, your performance, but most important, your item level, I guess, or your gear stats. So whoever had the best would be in the main group, and then whoever is left gets put into the secondary group. Sometimes it gets swapped out and stuff like that. I think probably there was a couple of times I did actually make it into the main raid with it. Which was a pretty good position to be in because, well, I mean, obviously it's not the main raid group. However, if you can make it into the main group every so often, at least that's how it worked in our guild at the time. If it didn't work out, right, you couldn't get into the main raid group, you would definitely have a position in the secondary. So it's sort of how it worked, I guess. That's how I would describe it. Eventually that changed as we got like more people in the guild. There was a time where we had like several groups running at the same time in the night. But the first and second groups would always be prioritized. They'd have to take into consideration raid lockouts and stuff like that, right? So if you wanted to be in it, you had to be committed too, because if you don't show up, right, then you kind of messed up the fun for everyone else, right? So if you can't make it for the week, you have to let them know beforehand. That's how it kind of went. And also be committed if they decided to do 2 nights a week. And they wanted to do that, then you would, I don't know, you definitely would have to try to meet the 2-night schedule, I guess. In some cases, there will be some forgiveness. I mean, there's certain circumstances where real life kicks in and you need to do something. Right? Obviously, they're not going to say, well, you suck. You can't be with us anymore. You can't meet your commitment, right? But that's part of what actually got me into, first group, because there would be, just because a situation would happen and they would need to pull someone from second group, right? Anyways, kind of weird. I don't know how guilds run that anymore these days. I haven't participated in crazy. I'm a kind of I guess you could say a casual player, I guess. I don't know.
Loads of forgotten knowledge.
How you want to look at it. And plus I don't heal anymore, so another reason. Is there anything up here that I need to get? Here. Oh, here's one. Oh. Oh, I was saying. There might be something there. I love the delves because they all seem to be different each time. Pretty good damage, to tell you the truth. Yep, you. I'll just take one apart. Fantastic. Up here. Here. So frozen over there. For being a little tired today, I'm doing quite well.
Find me wherever the act. Here's your take on the spoil.
Just takes the lady out in the middle here. See if that oh, she doesn't get interrupted very well, but she dies. She puts all her work into the magic and her heart gives out. Go inside the pyramid. I think I can just go in here because it feels like everything's going the right shit. Fantastic. And these delves are like, it's interesting because Bran
Nice find.
is basically warbound, right? So it goes across your entire war council. So like I think mine is like, my Bran is like at level 55. So obviously when I go on another character, I have to ramp that character up in the delves as well, right? And so he's like killing it, to say the least. So probably a good way to gear your, I suppose in a way, your ult. Yeah. And depending on the situation, you may get some XP for Bran. So it's kind of interesting. So this Bran is actually already leveled up a bit because of my death. Because I did most of the stuff on my death knight originally. else in here that I need to jump up with. And we're up to the boss. Oh, this guy's creepy. Alright, so we have to free him. I'll probably go counterclockwise because there's a clock here. He's getting smaller too, I guess.
The answers are here. I can feel it.
It's gonna release him. And he's much smaller too, so I guess they were trying to empower him, I guess. These guys will spawn up again, I think. Let's see.
Got to dodge!
You have to kill those guys.
They'll maybe use it up!
They'll keep on spawning in.
Time to go all out!
We got another one over there. Get over there. Yep. He's already down, pretty much. I don't know if another one of those guys are going to spawn. Oh crap.
Preserve you!
Well, I died.
Let's keep a
Shouldn't have happened.
strategy in mind for the next fight.
Get him. How's his health? His health is reset. I'm not the only one that died in here. That's kind of funny. That's my grave over there, but someone else died over here. So someone else is doing this guy and just died. Man, that guy got wrecked. Oh, I see. Oh, that's interesting. That's what happens if you don't take them out because they get re-empowered. Interesting. Okay. There's another one. Pretty close. That did not go as planned either.
This raid talk is meaningless. Cause we fragile like candles in a strong wind. God, tell me,
I'll get him down. The other thing too, even if you do die, you still get XP. So keep that in mind. Just don't die too much though. So, over there. There you go, Bran. Oh, that was pretty probably bad time to jump in that time.
Got to dodge!
Crap out of him. There we go. He's down that time. We have to go into the treasure room now. As long as you have a life left, you get all the chests. Cool.
Inquiring minds just got to know. This bronze man still got it!
Explorer's ammunition. Kernel. Sorts of stuff in here. Alright. Bring the Arcadia cipher key to Elise Starseeker Cornicle. Right. Do that later.
I've not seen Tazavesh for eons.
I have 115 untainted mana crystals. buy something if I want. So is this a trinket? Boarding astromech. Corrupted cannon. That much damage. What else? We've got probably. Your harmful abilities may cause your mind to tear pieces. Attempts to tear you succumb to arcane insanity, granting you 70. Periodically recovering time. Another trinket. Rip magical essence out of your target and consume it, dealing 2,423 arcane damage, while granting you 174 of your lowest secondary stat per second. If the target was an ethereal, your highest secondary stat is increased instead. So depending on your, I guess that depends on your enemy. Yes. What else we got here? Blocking, parry, or dodging has a chance to awaken. That's more of a tank. Powerful spells and ranged abilities, critical strike, have a high chance to grant you Arcane Hunter up to 5 times, increasing your critical damage or your critical strike rating by that. I think I'm gonna go with the Nether Green. Oh, that one also heals. Healing? I'll probably take this one. There we go.
Fantastic!
Another ability. Guess we'll see
The
if we can
trust
sell
will restore our world.
other things here. There we go. Oh, there's more thing to pick up here.
Fantastic!
Alright, we're gonna escape to here and to the event. He'll be pissed out.
Nerubians are still tunneling under the wall. The people of Hallowfall aren't safe until those burrows are collapsed.
Right. Probably. Here's another door up though. I go this way.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals. Get up there and gather some.
Okay. Water.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
Nice an air totem. What's this thing? That's another totem. Shit.
Need something
This
to
is
do?
like the candle. To kind of carry one with you.
Here we go! You won't hit us with that one! You got to dodge! You'll find me wherever the action is.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Okay.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
Unlike the candles, I think these ones, these air busters, who are air totems, I should say. Better job. Has a larger rating. Why, Ariane, what are you doing in the corner?
Loads of forgotten knowledge.
For being weird. Get out of the corner. Go on the other side. Interrupt that guy. Another box upgrade. I think I see anything else in here. Oh, I need to pick up the wind totem. Boy. Could be some. That's a big portal.
Time to face our fear.
Next this, princess. Who that person is. I don't think I invited her. She's got a lot of... Holy crap. Oh, she's a heavy. I've never met her before. Interesting. Etheric trash.
Next time, let's use some harder hitting moves.
Well, I did get something from her. Delver's Bounty. I wonder if I have to open that up or something. Let's just take a look and use at any time decipher the map and guarantee that you'll find a hidden trove at the end of the next tier or down or above. Alright. Well, that sounds like a pretty good deal. Considering I died.
You won't hit us with that one!
Mess up. I probably picked that up. Even though Bran is DPS, he seems to do a pretty good job at it.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
And here he goes. Just move it. Go here. This isn't my lead. I'm doing pretty good on the damage.
That's more like it.
Alright, and then we've got 2 XP barrels over here.
That's more like it.
4,000 XP. That one cheaped out. That one didn't give me that time. Oh, is there a plant over here?
There's treasure close by. I'm going all in. Give me a moment, champion.
Oh, over. You're getting out of the way. Guy's hothead. He's got quite a bit of armor on this one. Wow. Go.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it. That's more like it. You're looking a bit rough. Take a wee rest.
I put 2 of these in there because this is the boss room. Yeah. I think it'll probably be better. I guess is his name. Got that big giant AoE, so... Nope. Can't interrupt. There's both of them. Have to move out of the way. Go. Captured engineer. Achievement done. Okay, and pick up. We're fine. Alright, into the treasure room. All gold. Rest. And I have my spare chest in here too. A lot of purple. Chunk of companion experience. Modest increase to companion.
Fantastic!
Oh, and I got
The answers are here. I can feel it. Ah, stronger by the second!
buddy system level 4. And I got a renown. And I got an appearance. Man, I'm doing pretty good. And I got another glasses. Earned reputation. Man. To make of all of this.
Fantastic!
And Bran gets a level out of the whole thing. Man, this was a really good run. So temporal de-accelerator is at max rank. Damaging an elite at 80% or above. And 20% or below health. Causes Bran to trigger the crystal's energy, reducing the elite's attack and cast speed. Excuse me. I got a haste buff out of that.
Nice fight!
What's this here? Generates a burst of speed on exiting combat. Increasing your movement speed to 100 by 100%. Some shielding, I guess, too.
That's more like it!
And appearance. Oh, right. Percent damage healing, so that's a pretty good one. Yeah. I think I'll just stick with this classes. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Key to success. Holofall? Oh, there is one. A lot of bountifuls up. Another one on the other side. I guess I should probably cash in this quest over here.
Outsiders detected. You go wherever you please, don't you?
Another outbreak of violence. Time to stand up and shut this down.
And they really do have the web spread this time, eh?
Here we go! They'll maybe using that move.
That's a strong boss. Waking up.
Get out of the way!
I'm supposed to pick up a quest. Oh, I think I was. And I'm supposed to pick up these crystals on the planet. Yeah, these crystals.
Those webs will summon Rubians. Don't stand in them.
Supposed to talk to this person. There's a magnet.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
Okay, over here. Brian can have stuff.
Found a bit of gold!
Good job, Brian. To be annoying.
You're looking a bit rough. Take a wee rest.
That's a cool weapon. Like one in here. Get that.
That's
That's
more
another
like
2,000. That way you don't have to hit the mushroom yourself. You don't have to use your own
it. Fantastic.
power, I guess. And it goes right to the mushroom for the egg or whatever it is.
Well, maybe use it that.
That up. Alright, so if I go in there, that takes me to one type of enemy. This guy's, you definitely want the weapon for because he puts out the web. easily get overwhelmed by Nerubians. Step in the way.
Inquiring minds just got to know. Time to go all out! Don't stand there!
I got some plants to pick up. Another plant over here. Yes.
Fantastic!
I've been listening to Bran too much. Fantastic!
Smell that? It's treasure. I know it. We're
Oh,
close.
you'll have to get worried if I start saying something like that. Yeah, smell that? Treasure. Then you can worry about me. Oh, that guy died. We got like some crazy stuff going on over here. We got this portal. And of course, if you see a pulsing chest, that can mean problems too. Okay.
They won't hit us with that one!
I decided not to click on the portal because I probably will get another villain out of that. Do that after this guy's dead. Fran went up to level 2. Oh. Rocket here. This. Increase your maximum health by 50%, so I get higher health. Good. I knew it.
Time to face our fears, chap.
I think actually beating him this time. Come on. Just die already. Alright, flicker will manifest upon completion. So.
Nice fight!
Now that was good. Also, I recognize that guy because I was able to disrupt him.
I'm going all in!
So I wonder if the other one is just, you know, I can disrupt. Might be onto something. Down. Nice help. Corner. The other thing too, I'm getting a lot of crusts, so my gear will be able to be upgraded. Okay. Look at that. I'm going yellow.
Found a bit of gold! Ha!
Chest is open from there. Alright. Main boss will be affected by box. Someone else died here. What is it? Preacher from Julgen server. I will vindicate you. Probably might not have picked up this tool that I have and got stuck in the webs or something like that, or either that or overwhelmed. I'm trying to remember doing that myself at one point. Okay. Oh. Bad one. Especially if you don't have the anti-level fire tool. Back up too far. Come on, pop up. Just pop up. Thank you. Oh, he's dead. Lost gems quest done. So I think you have to do each scenario
You're looking a bit rough.
and unlock
I know
different
just how to deal with this.
call it, here we go. Right. Fantastic. Trailblazer, Aaron.
Now I'm making progress.
Bron's got another, or Bran got another level. Oh boy. 50 exalted reputation. Some other achievements. Night is an achievement night, folks. I ran out of space. Inventory. That disappears. This did not disappear. For some reason. Grab the glasses, and I guess I'm getting Brand's powers up to max now.
That's more like it.
What does the Quizzical do? It has a chance to grant players a 20% bonus. Damage or healing for 20 seconds based on selected combat roll, so probably bonus damage. And the
Fantastic.
another achievement unlocked. Checked out. Doing well. Oh, wait. Appearance. Here's another XP thing.
This is all that remains of Garish.
Another for now. Up. I'm almost maxed out on Hollow Fall. 2,357. Oh, like 2 more, and then max for now. That's okay. So even the Council of Dornum. Bye. And then well, think I'm gonna call it a stream. Thank you everybody for checking out my stream, and I hope you guys have an awesome day or evening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.